Hello. Today, I'm going to show you how you can add a leaderboard to your Unity project in a few steps. The first thing you're going to do is go to admin.leaderboard.com and log in with your credentials. So once you log in, you should be greeted with a page that looks like this. Next thing we're going to do is click select a game, create new game, and here we're going to decide the general information about our game. I want my game to be hosted on newplatformergame.leaderboard.com. In this case, our leaderboard is going to appear on this domain, so I'm going to go ahead and select this subdomain, paste it here for the endpoint, and I'm going to call my game New Platformer Game. Click Create. Okay, so now I'm on New Platformer Game. The stats are empty for now. Eventually, when people are submitting to your leaderboard, these stats will be populated. And if I refresh this page, you can see that my leaderboard is now here. There's no data here, and it's very simple. There's no score or level columns like I would like there to be, but we're gonna do that in a second. So next step, to format this leaderboard, we're gonna go to the leaderboard section of the admin panel. We're gonna go to the schema section and decide which columns we want to have for our leaderboard. In my case, I want to have a level column, which is going to track which level I'm scoring for. The column ID should be lowercase and alphanumeric. I'm going to keep this as a text because I want levels to be plain text. I'm going to keep these as is. I'm going to click create. So now I have a level column. You can also see that it populates on our page that we have a new level column. I'm going to add a few more columns. This one I'm going to call kills because I can get kills in my game. I'm put as a number, and it's going to be ascending. The more the better. And I'm going to keep this plain as well. I'm going to click create. Now the kills column appears. I'm going to add a few more columns. Score. Time. And I'm going to put this as unit seconds because I want it to display as an amount of seconds. I'm going to click create. There we go. So now we have all the columns we want for our leaderboard. I'm going to go ahead and reorganize these columns because I want it to be sorted by rank, user, then I want to show level, kill, score, death, time, and finally the timestamp. The timestamp is just the timestamp at which the score was submitted. So I'm going to reorganize this by bringing the timestamp all the way to the end, like this. I'm going to click save, and then, yes, so now the columns are properly sorted. So before I go ahead and start submitting scores to the leaderboard, I'm going to also customize it a little bit. There's a lot of templates available for us here, about 15 at the moment. I'm going to go ahead, I want to use the circuitry template, so I'm going to go ahead and select this template. I want to call it just leaderboards tutorial for now. I want to have it so different templates have different settings for each template. Some have more settings and less settings than the others. In this case, there's a selector variable, which I'm going to use the level for. So this means I can be able to select scores and such by level. And then I want to sort the entries by the best score. So I'm going to set these settings and click save. And immediately, we should be able to see our leaderboard reload with the appropriate settings. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start making entries for this leaderboard. To do that, I'm going to go to the code generator. We support a lot of languages, and I'm going to enable writing, use a device unique identifier, and use encryption, and click generate. Ignore this warning message. Okay, and it generates all the code we need to get started for using the leaderboard. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy this code by clicking this copy button and go to my Unity editor. I'm going to create a new script called leaderboard.cs. So go to create a new C# script called leaderboard. The name of the leaderboard.cs comes from here. Once I create it, I'm going to enter into here and just override the script with the script that we got from leaderboard.com. And now we can see that there's a function, or I guess a enumerator here, called leaderboard right. Takes in all the columns that we specified, the levels, the kills, the score, deaths, etc. There's more settings that we configured if you want fine-grained control over submissions. But for now, this should be able to work well. So I'm going to wait for Unity to recompile. Okay, so now we have our static enumerator. Now I want to call this leaderboard right function with my submission information. So I have a script called game controller, which is where I manage the game state. And in here, what I want to do is copy this example call to the enumerator and paste it here and get rid of this comments. Okay, so instead of using these settings, these example values, I'm going to use the values that I have for the actual game state. So instead of example level, I'm just going to call it level 1 for now because I don't actually have multiple levels yet. And then I think the next columns are score. Let me just make sure. Kills, score, death. So let me add that in. So kills, I have leaderboard ref dot kills, leaderboard ref, I think I already forgot, dot deaths. What were the other two that I need? Score, deaths, time. So let me fix that. Score, deaths, time. Leaderboard ref is just where I store the data for the current player state. And then the player name is name.text. Okay. The last thing I need to do is that since this is a static method, it's not in the same namespace, I need to use the leaderboard prefix like this. And I should be good to go. So once I go into my Unity project, I'm going to recompile everything. It seems to be compiling successfully. Now I'm going to play. This is the sample Unity project that comes with Unity, just a little bit of modifications for this tutorial. Okay, I loaded in. Okay, so I made it to the end. I didn't get any kills, but I have 4 deaths, 6 points for my score, and 49 seconds for my time. And I'm going to go ahead and enter my username as Bob and click Submit Score. The game restarts, but I'm going to go ahead and exit out and go into my leaderboard tutorial page. And you can see that my entry automatically populates without me having to reload. And we can sort by score. If I had multiple levels, those will also automatically populate in this level section. But yeah, this is how you add an entry to your leaderboard game. There's other settings that we can go through, but we'll go through them in another tutorial. Thanks for watching.